everybody to the event that we're hosting today. Today we're going to talk about COVID-19 and how we've changed our protocols from line management to cleaning and just interaction in general. And we want to have this opportunity to speak with everybody, and we're just going to do a little bit of talking about who we are and what we do, but we would love as much for you guys to share as much as possible so we can all learn from each other. So thank you. And I recognize that you prioritized coming here today, and I just want to just say thank you for that, for making this a part of your day. So today's purpose, like I said, is just to discuss COVID, discuss if it's changed, and some of you guys, I'm sure, haven't provided showers yet, and we're here to help in any way we can. So I will start off by introducing Amber and Sam, who are the on-site management as well as many other things for this organization for Lava Mae X. Amber Wise works out of LA and has 1 shower service a week with three staffers on site. And Sam is out of the Bay Area. Hi, Sam. Sam's out of the Bay Area and works in San Francisco 1 day a week with 3 staff members on site. So we paused our shower service when we had the shelter-in-place order in March of last year, and we restarted showers in November after much deliberation, conversation, order, and encouragement. And we did a lot of studying up and a lot of recommendations from health professionals on how we should do this safely. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and you all are welcome to join in the discussion, and we encourage you to do so. So Amber, if you want to kick us off.
Sure, how's everybody doing today? So I think the first thing we'll be talking about are the similarities and the differences in how we run shower service in LA and in San Francisco. During our COVID era here, we've come up and we've created, as we said, some protocols that are just better suited for the time that we live in right now. And we really aim to do these protocols in order to keep us safe, to keep our guests safe, but to also maintain our radical hospitality, which is the heart of who we are. And so there have always been a few differences between the way San Francisco and LA does shower service. Some of the similarities as far as COVID is concerned, of course, is the cleaning protocols and the way that we clean our showers. We have a process where as a guest comes out, as they come out, then we'll let the stall sit and let it ventilate for 2 minutes, and then we'll go in and we'll spray it with whatever disinfectant that we're using, and then we will close the door again and have that cleaner sit there for the allotted time, and then after that time has passed, we'll go in, spray everything down, clean the stall again, and then we will put in everything into the stall, and then the guest goes in from there, and then as the guest comes out, we will repeat the same process. As far as line management, I think in LA we just started a site, so it's a little fresh. Our aim is to do line management the same, but because we have a newer site, the way we do line management is not necessarily the same way San Francisco does it at this time. But as our numbers grow, we will do line management the same way. And I'll let Sam talk about the way that they do line management as of right now. Right now, we don't have enough guests to have a line per se, so we just sign guests up, and we also just let them in. While guests are waiting for showers, they are away from the trailer in a socially distanced manner, away from us and away from each other. But we do allow 3 to 4 stools, kind of in front of the stall for guests that are next in line. Sam, do you want to go a little bit more into line management and the way it's carried out in San Francisco?
Sure, yeah, thanks, Amber.
Hey, Sam, real quick, before you kick off, I just wanted to tell everyone that I'm recording this, just to give you for a disclaimer, and in the event you don't want to be on camera, you could just turn your camera off, but I just wanted to give everyone a heads up. I'm sorry, Sam, go ahead. And thank you.
Okay, I need to turn my camera off.
Girl, you look great. Do your thing.
I love it. Thank you, Amber. So yeah, some of the differences, I think, like Amber said, between LA and San Francisco specifically is they have a totally new site where we have returned to a site that was actually one of our original sites. So it's Glide in San Francisco. It's on the corner of Taylor and Ellis for those of you who know where we are. But a lot of people know who we are. Even if they hadn't showered with us in the past year or two, seeing us on the streets, we just are very well known in San Francisco. So I do have people waiting, but how we kind of maneuver through allowing people to wait and encouraging them to go is like a nice little balance. We're lucky enough to be on a street that's blocked off by Glide. So what they call a hub, every day there is a different arrangement of services that come to provide, again, different services for folks that are in need. And one of those days we go to provide showers. So because the whole street is blocked off, I have a ton of room and we just bring an additional canopy. We set it up at the front of our truck. So for example, we're doing showers in the stalls, and away probably like 20 to 30 feet is the tent, and we allow about four stools distanced underneath that tent so that folks can wait. I think what's unique about San Francisco, though, is that in comparison to some of the other locales I've served in, people actually need to leave and they have stuff to do, especially because, like I said, we're on this block where there's a lot of other services. So I don't really have a large group of individuals wanting to wait to get into the shower stalls, especially because when we're explaining how long the wait times are now, because of, like Amber said, how long we're letting the stalls sit in between each individual shower, people oftentimes don't want to sit there for an hour, especially because, again, there's other services that they can go and utilize. They can get food or other types of health services. We have the UCSF nurses with us. So again, they're at a totally different location on our site in comparison to where people are waiting. So I'm just lucky enough to have enough space to be able to space people out. They can wait over here. The nurses are at the other end of the trailer. We're distanced at the front of the trailer, taking turns cleaning, etc. So I'm interested to hear about what everyone's situations are, maybe how everyone else is maneuvering through those.
Thanks, Sam. So far, does anyone have any questions? Were we using language that sounds unfamiliar?
No, but this is Vern Hobbs. So I was wondering if you could go over that time. You said after they come out, you wait 2 minutes, then you clean. And then after they clean, how long do you wait before they go back in again, the new guests?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can answer that. So we do the 2 minutes, and then we let the cleaner sit. After we clean it the second time, there is really not a wait time before the guest is allowed to come in, because we've waited the allotted time, the 10 minutes, while the cleaner was setting to make sure that everything was, killed. But after that second clean, we really don't. There's not a time that we wait before the guest goes in. We just allow the next guest to go in.
And the 10 minutes that Amber's referring to is recommended by the chemical, by the cleaner, by the recommendation on the bottle. It's not our number that we just arbitrarily came up with.
Right.
It's a recommendation from the manufacturer.
Right, so something that we're actively working on and that we think we have a new product right now is just a disinfectant that kills all of the same things. So it's a hospital level grade disinfectant, but it needs a shorter amount of sit time. And that is critical to allowing more folks to shower. So again, like Andy and Amber mentioned, it's dependent on what cleaner you're using.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, go ahead, Anna, please.
So I get the timing piece. On an estimate, how many guests do you have a shower per hour showering? So is it like 4 per hour with the cleaning regimen?
Then you can answer that one because you have a couple.
Maybe per stall. How many showers per stall do you get per hour?
Right, so it's about, depending on how fast people are, again, 15, 20 minutes, about 6. So, and that's again, because there's like a total of 15 minutes collectively individual. So 15 minute shower, 15 minute sit time. So it really, really has impacted our service numbers. However, I still have the same amount of signups. So we're actively talking as a team because it's really hard having the same amount of 45 people sign up, and I'm only able to shower like 18 or 20 of them depending on how fast people are. So again, like it really matters. We really want a shorter disinfectant for the sit time.
What is the disinfectant you're using now?
So we were currently using Virex 2. I just got my hands on a donated product, actually just by chance, that's called Pure, and that has a significantly shorter wait time. So we're going to try that out and see how it goes.
So you actually clean it twice. I'm sorry to go back on that. They come out, you clean it, you wait 2 minutes, and you clean it, and then you wait another 2 minutes and you clean it again.
There's different stages of cleaning. There's different kinds of cleaning. Go ahead, Sam. Elaborate, please.
Yeah, so maybe I could try to simplify it. So the guest comes out, we let it sit for 2 minutes to air out whatever is in there. We spray it down with the disinfectant, which I have in a yard sprayer that you get at Home Depot. Then it just sits for that 10 minutes or whatever your bottle says. And then, because we don't want folks to get that disinfectant or toxicity on their skin, we just hose it out. We just take an actual hose and we just hose it out, and then the person can go in.
Yeah, our trailers come with a freshwater effluent spigot. So we just attach our freshwater hose to the spigot, and then after they spray the chemical, and what Sam was saying is imagine a landscaper's pump for Roundup. You know, it's like a mister that you use typically for garden bugs and things like that, but we're using it with a disinfectant to spray all the surfaces. And then they let that sit for the allotted time. They go back in, spray down. It's not another cleaning. It's more of a clean out. And then, right, you don't go in there and scrub anything. You just
No,
In LA we do. In LA we actually go back and spray it again, but then we actually wipe everything down after that. So it's not, so everything is dry, it's not wet.
So our team just, again, like this is a great example of a difference. Our team just decided we didn't want to go into the stalls. So we spray it out, and then we squeegee if there's like a puddle somewhere, mop it up really quick, and then the person can go in. But we try not to physically enter the stall.
Can you guys talk a little bit about PPE and what you're wearing on site and how it's different from what you wore before?
Sure. So in LA, and this is another example of differences between LA and San Francisco. In LA, we were actually donated the actual Tyvek suits. And so we go in like we're literally cleaning biohazard. We have Tyvek suits, we have the masks, we have goggles or face shields, which is where I think, and the work boots, which I think why we're more comfortable just going in the stalls and doing the second cleaning, because we are completely uniformed up, whereas before in all locations we just simply wore a lavame shirt and sneakers and jeans or sweatpants or whatever. It's a much more intense uniform in LA right now with the Tyvek boots and all that. We really went to the CDC website, saw what they recommended, and we just went with that.
And so far, no contraction. So far, no contraction of anything.
No, so far, no contractions. We make sure that while we're on site and while we're there, we're suited up when we're done, and we're just waiting. We may take off goggles or shields, but our mask and our suits are pretty much on. If one of us has to go to the restroom, then we completely take our suit off. If we're on lunch break, we take the suit off and we put it back on. So that's how it works in LA.
Are those suits washable?
No, the ones we use are not washable. They are disposable. So we do dispose of them.
And where do you get them?
We have ordered them. I can definitely find the website and put them in here. The first ones were donated, so we didn't have to purchase them, but we just purchased Tyvek suits, I think maybe last month. So I'll have to get the website because I don't have it off the top of my head.
How do you spell that, Tyvek?
Yes, Tyvek, I believe. Let me make sure.
Okay.
We'll put it in the chat where we get it. Where we order
find it really quick.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, so in San Francisco, we actually wear lab coats instead. So we wanted something that we could reuse. So we did the same thing with the work boots that LA did. We got some pretty nice over the ankle work boots and waterproof, of course. And then we wear lab coats. So those, I don't know if anyone knows, but they go past your knee, the ones that we have. So they cover, and then we make sure to wear jeans. So we're covered from head to toe. However, it's not as intense as the Tyvek suits, but we definitely leaned back and forth in our decision making process. We just made the decision to do lab coats instead. So again, just a matter of like talking with your team and seeing what everyone's preferences are for PPE. And then we also wear the face shields. We're always maxed up, and if you don't want to wear the face shield the whole time, we just absolutely wear it when you're cleaning.
If you guys provide masks to guests who don't have them, because they need to be masked up.
Absolutely. So there's masks inside of our hygiene kits, and we also have additional masks to pass out in case someone asks for an extra one, or someone doesn't want a whole hygiene kit, they just need a mask. So we definitely have them on hand.
So let me ask to the group, is there anybody here that's currently providing shower service?
Yeah, this is Ruth from Asbury United Methodist Church. We've been providing shower service since April. We worked with the city. They brought in an industrial hygienist to work with us on how we could reopen our shower service, because we are the only agency here in Livermore and in the Tri-Valley area that offers showers. So we've been doing shower service 3 days a week since April. We use a diluted bleach solution to clean our showers, to disinfect all the touch surfaces. Our employees wear, the city provided coveralls. So it's similar to a lab coat, but it covers them more, and it's because we're using bleach. We didn't want to risk any damage to their clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they wear coveralls, they're masked all the time, gloves. We provide masks to our clients. And we've been doing this, I guess it's February now, so we've been going for 10 months and haven't had any transmissions that have happened here at all.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ruth, for letting us know. I mean, I had no idea you guys were operating 3 days a week, and
Yeah.
you didn't stop because of COVID. That's great.
Well, we stopped for a month.
Yeah.
And then it was really critical to the city to get started. And so
Yeah.
they brought in the industrial hygienist. They provided us initially with Tyvek suits and all that, but the Tyvek suits are very hot to wear all the time. And so that was why we went to the coveralls, because we have multiple pairs. They can be washed at the end of each shift, so people have a clean set to put on in the morning. And we've been very successful.
That's great. And you're talking to the LA team who sees a cold day twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are probably struggling out there, Amber.
Well, yeah, it's not that cold here right now, but yeah.
Right,
Laura,
it's
I saw
definitely
you.
an ongoing conversation for us as well, because the Tyvek suits do get really hot, and so
Yeah.
we have been talking about, what we will do as the summer.
Ruth, if you're able to find a link to what you guys use online and share it in the chat box, that would be great.
For the coveralls or for the.
What you use in lieu of the Tyvek suit. Yeah, the cover.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Laura, I saw you had your hand up. Are you providing service?
Sure. Yeah, we are. We never stopped. We have a trailer, just a 2-shower trailer, and we're out 4 days a week. Some days we work in conjunction sometimes with another group that provides shelter, and they're a small shelter and heavily vetted, but then we also take walk-ups. And so we never stopped. We use the garden sprayer cleaning system, and we have actually one of the guys in one of our churches runs a local janitorial supply, so he helps us out a lot with what we need. We don't have the lab coat thing. That's probably something we should consider, and so we haven't done that. The other thing is we also haven't waited the 2 minutes when people come out. Everything else we do is similar to what you do. We too, to the best of our knowledge, and we're pretty tight in with the county, have had no issues.
Good.
Yeah. So, and we have a table where we sit. We usually have 2 volunteers on. It's a rotating group of volunteers, which have diminished a lot the minute you took out the over 65 crowd. I mean, those of us that do it, we call ourselves the teenagers of the over the hill group, because we're like 65 to 70 kind of.
Yeah, so Sprite still got it.
Yeah,
still got it. That's great.
and not a lot of other issues going on with us. So anyway, we've had pretty good luck, and we shower anywhere from 12 to 30 people at a crack.
That's great. And Laura, where are you out of?
Santa Cruz.
Oh, great, awesome.
Santa Cruz. So our particular trailer got started because we wanted to try to house people, and we couldn't pull that off, and we learned how important showers were.
Yeah.
So we went with a shower. Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Carrie, I see your hands up. What you got? Good to see you. You're muted.
Yes,
There you go.
sorry.
It's all good.
I'm holding my new granddaughter.
Oh man, congratulations.
I realized how to juggle all this. We used to do it really well, but now I'm kind of getting used to it again. Sorry to jump in late. But yeah, we have been also showering in Martinez 1 day a week, and then also partnering with a winter night shelter in our area, and pulling up to that to do showers. And I think we're averaging about 35 a week. We have conversations going with a couple other of our neighboring cities, Pittsburgh, Concord. Those are sites that will probably start up here soon. But we're doing just what you people are doing, except for the coveralls, that kind of thing. We haven't jumped into that, but the face shields. Actually, our team decided to do the goggles instead of the face shields. So, but masks, everything. So it's really exciting to hear all of the other programs out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Tina, I see your hands up too. What you got, Tina?
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Tina. I'm from Los Angeles, and we're very new in the industry. We actually have not started showering yet, but we do have all of our PPE in place. But I guess the difficulty and the challenge that we're having is trying to, if anyone could give us pointers on how to get connected with, how do you get the people to partner with you to supply water? I guess that's the challenge that we're having.
In LA, what we normally do is we try to, when we're looking for a partner, we really try to partner with people who are already serving the population of unhoused or a nonprofit who's just really kind of on the same page with where we are. And we encourage everyone, whenever I talk to somebody, I always encourage them to seek out brick and mortar, what we call brick and mortar nonprofits with buildings. We also encourage replicators to seek out churches. Churches are great partners to have. And normally, because they are, for one, probably already serving the community, or maybe they want to start a ministry that serves that community, they're more than willing to either let us use their water or work out a deal with us for water. Because when it comes to hooking up, we only just use a regular hose bed, a water hose bed that connects to a regular spigot. So it's not a special hookup that has to be installed or anything like that. But normally, because they want us there, we can normally connect, and it's not an issue. And if it is, it can always be worked out in regards to payment. Mr. Vernon, did you have a question?
Yes, two quick ones. Are your workers who do the cleaning, are they vaccinated?
Yes.
They've had
Most of everybody, yes, is in that.
Yeah, we where we shower in both of our locations in LA and in the San Francisco Bay Area, we were considered the second tier because we work direct with the community in health and hygiene. So we were up when the frontliners came up. So it was nurses, and then I think it was elderly, and then frontliners. So yeah.
Okay. Do you take the temperature of the shower guests before they go in? Do you take their temperatures?
No, we do not. Our assumption when we do services that everyone has COVID, whether they do or not. So we treat everyone not in a negative way, but we treat every guest that comes up as if they have COVID. So we maintain all the precautions and protocols as if they would, but we don't take temperatures, no.
So if I can just jump in the chat box and ask some questions to the group that have come up. So Curtis asked if anybody's using an organic disinfectant that would potentially lower the risk of guests being exposed to harmful chemicals. Does anyone have any feedback here? Is anybody who's providing service using any organic disinfectant? No? And then another question was, how are we, what's it? So hold on, let me see. Trying to get this chat is just fun. Here we go. Have we been vetting users who potentially are showing COVID symptoms, both for the shower and for possible medical support referrals. So this question's for everybody, Amber, Sam, and the whole group. Is there any, so how are you vetting for symptoms? Are you just using your common sense? Are you asking questions? How does that go?
Yeah, so we ask questions just generally. However, regardless of their answer, as Amber said, we still don't treat individuals differently, and we don't clean the stall any different, because I'm treating every stall as if it's been infected or not. Because I think for us, the bottom line is that even if people don't present symptoms, they could still have it. And so again, treating the stall the same, treating the individuals the same. We're always social distancing, always PPE, always cleaning consistently in the same way. And the reason that we do more so want to ask if they have symptoms is because, again, we have the UCSF nurses partnering with us through our Hygiene Plus program. So another lucky situation that I'm in, if someone is presenting with symptoms, then I can, ask them if they want to go talk to one of the nurses and maybe get a referral or get some advice. So, having good partnerships, and I think if you can bring some other folks to site with you, maybe it might help. But
come on in.
We will definitely get into that, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done.
I love that you brought it up because I didn't plan on getting into it. So now we will. Thank you. Marty, your hand's been up a while. Thank you for being patient. What's up?
Did you say Marty?
I did.
Hi, Annie. I'm with Showers of Blessing in Santa Barbara. We started about the same time as Lava May. We've done about 45,000 showers at this point in time. I'm not as close as the operation. I was the business manager and very involved for the first 3 years. So I don't have...
Go on, Marty.
I don't have the intimate contact that a number of you have. I know that we extended the number of minutes by another 2 minutes or so, but it sounds like you guys have added 10 minutes? More than 10 minutes, Annie?
Amber, you want to answer that?
Well, the 10 minutes when we spray down the stall the first time, the 10 minutes is just the recommended amount of time that our disinfectant says it will take to physically kill everything in the stall. The new product that we're looking to test out, Pure, I think is 5 or 7 minutes. And so if 5 minutes, so when we use that, we'll only be, after we air it out for the 2 minutes and we spray the Pure on, we'll only wait 5 minutes. It just depends on whatever disinfectant you're using and the allotted amount of time that it stays on the bottle for it to clean everything, or to disinfect everything, I should say.
So as you are purchasing your cleaning agent, what you want to look for is something that says antiviral, antimicrobial, disinfectant, defungal. Like those are the top 4. So just really quickly to touch on what Sam said earlier. Sam mentioned how we have the UCSF street nurses with us, which is this incredible program. We have what's called a Hygiene Plus program, where we recognize that being a mobile service and going to the streets is critical to giving the help and putting the help out there. So other people have seen our model and have wanted to partner alongside of us, from haircuts to clothing to rapid HIV testing, Hep C testing, food. So for the past 2 years, we've had the UCSF street nurses with us, which has been awesome because they commit to a weekly follow-up care and bridge care and light triage and wound care. And alongside a shower, it's just this beautiful marriage that we have going on. But what we would like to do, and we encourage everyone to do, is if we're providing services at this time to try to find a COVID test. I think they give COVID tests at Glide, because I think Glide is a medical facility. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm glad you brought this up, Annie, because I forgot to mention also that we have, and Annie, we have a referral folder. So not only do I have referrals for other services in San Francisco if they need XYZ, but I have a list of other COVID testing sites. So if they do want to get tested, yes, Annie, Glide does provide 1 day a week they do COVID testing, but I have a list of other places they can go different days of the week if they do want to get tested and have some.
Yeah, and it's crucial when you find a place to park if you haven't started service yet, that the partnership it's a huge piece of what you're providing. And earlier I had a call with Teresa, who is here from Brooklyn.